All right, so local baseball players are heading to the Diamond for a special cause this weekend.
And Ashley is joined by some of the organizers this morning. We've got all of them in studio. Hey, Ashley.
Yeah. Hello, look at all these lovely men in studio. Now, I have to say, by the way, it's so nice to have folks in studio. And Jordan, you just mentioned the organizers, but I'll tell you, we have an organizer, but we also have pro players, or former pro legends, I should say, and then, of course, somebody who even played for the Negro League. But we are talking about the big Honorary Negro League game happening tomorrow at Sac State. Before we dive into chatting with all the coaches and former All-Star athletes, let's talk with Todd. Todd, this is not the first time you've done this. This is important to you, wanting to bring this game to the community. Tell me why.
I want to make this a very big community event. I think this is our second year. The more people we can get involved to make it a community effort, I think the better. We would like to make this an event where we can turn it into a health program, reach out to Sutter Health, get into UC Davis Health, and be able to make it more than just a game, but be able to reach out to our community as well.
I love that. So you obviously have players from all over the region who will be going head to head, but the coaches is what's so special about this. Last year you had Jerry Manuel and you had Greg Vaughn. This year we have some big names as well. I'm going to let them introduce themselves, and then we'll kind of dive into their history within the organization and, of course, their history with just playing baseball. So we'll start right here.
All right. I'm Jerry Royster. I've lived in Sacramento for the last 70 years of my life. I've recently moved away, but I was fortunate enough to play Major League Baseball for 16 years and then coach and manage in the major leagues, and I always come back to Sacramento every chance I get.
And the peak for you, I think you said the peak in your career was playing for the Dodgers. Is that correct?
I started with the Dodgers. I played 3 years in Los Angeles, got traded for another Sacramento native, Dusty Baker. Got traded for Dusty Baker. Dusty and I are very good friends. And then I spent 10 years in Atlanta. And then played for the Yankees.
I don't want to cut you guys short, but we have 2 minutes to get through all of this. So let's go ahead and tell me your name, sir.
Don Porter. I played in the Negro League for the Indianapolis Clowns and the New York Black Yankees.
All right, keep going.
My name is Leon Lee. I'm born and raised here in Sacramento from Grant High School, Pacer for life. Played in the 7 years in the St. Louis Cardinals and 10 years in Japan. Joined up with my elder brother, Leron Lee. And we played together in Japan.
That's so awesome. Okay, so who's coaching what team tomorrow?
All right, I'm coaching the Grays. I'm coaching the Homestead Grays. Leon and Leroy.
We're coaching the Chicago
American Giants.
American Giants.
Okay, all right. I want to talk about the Negro League really quick because you played in the Negro League. What would you say for you is kind of a fond memory, or what do you remember most about your time in the league?
Well, first of all, I'm a second generation of Negro League. I had 2 uncles that played in the Negro League. One of my uncles played in the Negro League for like 20 years. And like every summer when they would come home, they would bring us baseballs, and I couldn't wait for my time to play in the Negro League.
Obviously this is all about education and entertainment. So I'm going to just open the floor to whoever. Tell me just in regards to tomorrow, what you're preaching to your team. Obviously, yes, it's all about athleticism, but it goes deeper than that.
It's what you're going to be able to experience. We're very fortunate to have Mr. Bob Kendrick from the Negro League Baseball Museum. He's going to come out every inning. He's going to be telling stories about the history of the Negro Leagues, players that were involved. Rube Foster, probably mainly, because he was the creator of the the Negro Leagues, as well as the owner of the Homestead Grays. And we're also going to be able to have and experience one of the best local baseball players around, Mr. Dave Stewart. He's one of the living black aces, as well as a 3-time world champion that'll be out there.
Todd, thank you so much for always pulling this together, and it's a success every single year. The information, we'll make sure to link to the website, gooddaysacramento.com. Before we go, we have about 30 seconds left or so. I want one tip from all of you guys that you could give the audience on, let's say, just a baseball tip in being successful. In the game?
Well, for the kids to be successful, my career is over with. I've done this for 50 years, but I would say, hey, give your kids a chance to play the game. It's about playing the game and having fun.
What about you, sir?
Just tell them to work hard. You gotta practice.
Yes. Perfect practice makes perfect.
That's correct.
How do you like that? Okay, there we go. Next.
Mine is just inspire and be inspired.
Oh, so good.
And the same. Most important thing is practice.
Practice, practice, practice.
The game is secondary.
I love that. Thank you so much, Todd. Really fast. It's all happening tomorrow. What time?
The game starts at 1 p.m. The doors will open at noon. Free parking is in the South Tower, right in left field, the upper 2 levels. Please come out and make this event big.
Yes, first of all, round of applause for these lovely men. But also, this is the first time we've had this many people in studio. We did it.
Nice.
All right, Tina and Jordan, back on over to you.
All right.
Thanks,
guys.
Thank you very much for coming in here.
Thank you.